Hey Danny, John here, Pro Boxing fans. One more question we've obviously mentioned potential future fights with Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith. With Callum Smith facing Canelo, what do you think he has to do to beat Canelo, and what have you learnt from that defeat that you're taking into Friday night?
What I've learned from that fight that I'm taking into Friday night, I've already done, and that's move up to the super middleweight division. I think I wasn't able to be my 100% self or be able to give it the best go that I could because of the weight clause and the weight restrictions that I had, on top of already having a hard time with making the middleweight division. Now that I'm extremely fit, I don't have weight as an issue anymore. I'm super hydrated, and I only have the fight to worry about. I think it's going to be different every time out. From my performances, you're going to see a different Danny Jacobs. And, people even predicted that me moving up and fighting Chavez, that I wasn't going to be the same because of my past performances. Marco can tell you, there was a lot of people who predicted that Chavez was going to beat me. But at the same time, I knew that there's a certain level of fighter that lives within me, that if I'm 100% with no restrictions on me, that I can be at my very best and I can give it a good go. And you've seen what? Chavez quit on the stool. And so I'm excited to be able to continue my performances like that, but continue to be better. I have a new trainer now, Faris Samad. This is our third fight together. And he's an OG of the game. So, he's a former fighter as well. He trained the Army team on USA Boxing. So he's very knowledgeable of the game. And so we've come up with a great, not only plan for boxing, but during my off days too, or during my time where I'm not actually boxing. He comes to Atlanta, we train together. So he's a very active trainer. And I think that's key and critical for me at this point in my career, to be able to have a trainer that's so heavily involved in me and heavily into my training and, just my techniques and the skill set. But I know I'm going overboard with it, but at the same time, it's to answer your first question, what does Caleb has to do? I just think he has to create a great game plan in order to beat Canelo. He has a lot of advantages, but the main disadvantage is probably be the experience. And so sometimes fighters who are in a new situation to where the lights, the camera, the action is on them, sometimes they fold. And so we never know, and I can't give a prediction, but I just have to say, in order for Caleb to be successful, he would have to use his strengths and cater to his strengths. And I think, it'll be an interesting fight, but I can't predict the winner. So,
cheers, Danny. Best of luck.
Thank you.